Now this weekend, London is host to the British Urban Film Festival, or BUFF, which showcases the work of some of the country's most talented young writers and filmmakers. In the first of our weekend special on the festival, I'm joined by two writer-directors whose films will be showing. Rapper Tejan, a.k.a. Kingpin, wrote and directed The Initiative, and Samuel Benter's film is Perceptions. Both films focus on education as a way to resolve issues arising in poor communities. Welcome to both of you. We're going to have a chat about the films in just a moment, but let's have a clip from both of them just for a starter for 10.
Okay. I can't have this. I can't have people just taking things.
That's why I'm stopping that. There won't be a chance that
I'm going to guarantee you it ain't going to happen again.
Anything's wrong, you can tell me anything. You know that.
What the fuck?
Hey, what's up, mate? Hey, Puff, go about your business, Puff. You ain't welcome. Something going for you. You're wasting your energy doing these things, bruv. I tried, bruv. I fucking tried.
You don't listen to me, that bit there, right there, that bit there, that's where you fuck up. I'm going to give something to you, okay? I'm going to give you something to carry. Listen. And no boys carry this. This is for men. I want to know, you're going to step across the line, you're going to be a man, or you're going to stand on the other side of the river and be a boy? What are you going to do?
I have to say, they look like Hollywood film trailers. I mean, how do you make something like that and get them on the screen? I mean, it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, it's a lot of hard work goes into it because, obviously, we've got half an hour's worth of footage there for the whole film, and we want to be able to extract the smallest segments that say the most about the film. So it's a difficult process, but I'm lucky I work with fantastic people that work in my editing team. So my team's Global Faction, and they do a fantastic work of editing and putting together.
This is not something, Tejan, though, that you did to begin with. I mean, you're a rapper?
That's first and foremost, I'm a hip-hop artist. I come from that kind of background and culture, but I see the world of filmmaking and writing songs as similar processes because I'm all about I'm always a storyteller, and that comes through the music. There's always a strong message within my material. So I just thought this was an extension, a natural extension of what I do anyway. You know, rather than telling a story in a short 3-minute poem format or rap format, why not extend that to a longer, a different format like film, but it's still the same art as far as I'm concerned, which is writing and storytelling.
Tejan, let's take another look at your film, which is called The Initiative.
Brilliant.
Oh, sorry, this is Perceptions. This is Samuel, then.
Yeah,
sorry
right.
about that, Tejan.
That's all right. I can get as much airtime as I can get. I'll gladly take
But actually,
it. My time.
They're both very much from personal experiences, aren't they? Let's take a look at Samuel's first of all. This is Perceptions.
Without confidence, nothing gets done, does it?
You must have a very proud mum.
Both my parents are very proud.
They never think to look based on their judgments.
Do you want a spark in your face?
Did she just say us man ain't got no game?
No, she said you man ain't got no game.
Look at the estate. What are the impressions that people have from the outside? Step up and speak your word.
Samuel, just taking a look at that trailer, it's something that I'd quite like to watch. I mean, it's set in an English lesson or something, isn't it? But with a very sort of like twist in the tale. It's not what you would expect. Where did you get the idea from?
Well, Perceptions is exactly what the name actually implies. And, some young people living on council estates today, they get a lot of bad press, negative stereotypes, and I'm the type of person that challenges such stereotypes because I believe that we all can have the choice to be and do whatever it is that we want. And with Perceptions, some young people were inspired by an English lesson by doing a presentation. They were taught that you are always a presenter and you are always presenting yourself. So by living on a council estate, you are the presenter and the state of the council estate is your presentation. So anyone that's coming in, first-time visitors, looking at you, what is it that you want them to see and perceive you to be? Because people will only be how you perceive yourself, basically. So,
I mean, you've done clearly what you want to do, and you've made a big success of it. Do you really believe that anyone can be what they want to be?
Yes.
Whatever background they come from?
It doesn't matter what background you come from, doesn't matter what colour you are, doesn't matter any hardships you've gone through. You have the power of thought, and thoughts become things. So you just have to believe, first and foremost, that you can do it, and watch miracles just work for you.
I'm getting a feeling that you both sort of sing from the same hymn sheet here, because you've both had a lot of personal experiences, haven't you? I mean, your background for start. I mean, you were fighting for an education.
That's right, yeah. I literally did have to fight for my education.
Tell us a bit about that.
Well, my final 2 years of schooling, I didn't get to engage in them. I think what we call Year 10 and Year 11. I was kicked out of mainstream school. However, you know, a lot of people, and I know there'll be a lot of young people that may be out of mainstream education now and feeling like that's the end of their journey and they're now destined for, you know, a life at the bottom end of the social ladder. But this is not always the case. You can make way and achieve. So I found myself kicked out of school for the final 2 years and sent to a referral unit. And a lot of the people that I met in the referral unit have gone on to be in prison, or, you know, it hasn't been a good, happy ending for them. However, I've gone on and managed to achieve, get into college, do my A-levels and managed to get a degree. And I think some of my teachers, if they're tuned in now, will probably be in shock from school. The teachers from school would probably be in shock, but my tutors from university have seen a mature, developed guy who's going out and trying to achieve something that I really desired. And it wasn't pushy parents or anything like that. It came from my own personal desire. I had a passion for reading and writing from a young age.
You love Shakespeare?
Yeah, I love Shakespeare, but I also love African authors like Chinua Achebe or, you know, the late, great Maya Angelou. So, you know, there's people like that that have been great inspirations on my life, and I was exposed to their work through university, so I'm glad that I had that experience, and it's helped enhance my work.
You both lived life. You're both young, but you've both seen a lot of life, I'm getting the feeling. And you both, through these films, can be seen as role models, I suppose, for people who are like you, coming from that background.
Yeah.
Would you say that your film, I mean, the films are quite gritty, and as we saw from a clip a little bit earlier on, a bit of swearing in there as well. Apologies to our Rise News viewers on This Day Live. But would you say that both of your films are, in a way, an education?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, you know, we have to ask, what is education today? I mean, I've always said my famous line, learning about Henry VIII has not helped me do what I am doing today. I don't care how many wives the guy had, but education is definitely the key. And all the youth nowadays, they're more into the media. So some people don't like standing up watching a teacher do a presentation, but we know they're going to love a story that's going to include that information in there. So subconsciously, they will be learning whilst they're being entertained at the same time.
You're both getting a message out at the Urban Film Festival. I mean, that's a great platform for both of you. I mean, I was just looking and I was saying to both of you, it looks like a Hollywood film trailer. It's very, very difficult, though. It's not easy to make a film and to get people to see it, is it? This is a great platform for both of you. Tell us about it.
Yeah, I mean, British Urban Film Festival have been going on for a few years. I don't know how long they've been going on for. But I think
this is their 9th year now.
Yeah, big sponsors. I mean, Emmanuel, the founder of British Urban Film Festival, I know him personally, and I thought, well, this kind of content, I have to reach out to him, and I was very happy that he liked the film, so I'm very grateful the fact that it's being shown.
And I'd just add to that, actually, like, I'm very grateful, actually, for the British Urban Film Festival, because what it's doing is putting a platform for independent film. Most of the filmmakers involved in there, we are working on limited budgets, so it's great for us when we hear that it looks like a Hollywood production, because we are working with shoestring budgets. So if we can achieve that professional, high-caliber look, that's great. And if we get a platform, because it's not every day that we get these opportunities, but if we get the platform to show it on the big screen in front of people from the film industry, that's fantastic. And again, this is work that hasn't been somewhat diluted by the commercial world. We're independent filmmakers, so we have complete creative control of our vision, and that's beautiful. And then to then be given the opportunity to show that to people from the industry without them having to put their 2 pence worth in, saying, oh, can you take this, can you remove that, can we have this product placed in the scene? It's completely unfiltered, 100% what we wanted to project in front of the film industry. That's fantastic, and I'm very, very grateful for the British Urban Film Festival for giving us that kind of platform, us and other filmmakers as well.
Restrictions as well.
That's right.
For anybody watching This Day Live this morning, although I can't imagine many young people will be up at this time. And, whereabouts can you go and see the film? How long is the film festival on for? And where is it?
It's on for about, I think, 3 days.
3 days remaining. It started on the 4th of September.
So we're in the middle of it. 3 days remaining, so you can go along.
Genesis Cinema, 5:30 p.m. today.
And then follow that up by coming at 8 p.m. and you can see a series of short films, which includes mine, going from 8 p.m. till 10 p.m. at the Genesis Cinema in Whitechapel. And
just briefly, are you going to be making more films, doing a bit more rapping, a bit more... You're familiar, you've been in EastEnders and you've been in Hotel Babylon. What's the plans next? We've got literally 30 seconds.
OK. Go for it.
Well, yeah, going to be making more films, continuing with my show all about the Mackenzies. And, yeah, I'll pass the rest to you.
Yeah, I've got an album forthcoming called The Art of Survival, which will drop early in sort of spring 2015. And also carrying on with my tradition of making the sort of hip-hop musical film, I'm also engaging with rappers from what we call the hood rap scene and the conscious rap scene, so that I can bring a film that melds those two worlds together.
Been really good to talk to you. Really got me excited actually about going to see some of the films because they look great. And yeah, really appreciate you coming in.
Thank you for having us.
Samuel,
thank you very much.
so much. Really good to talk to you.